Hello everyone, my name is Byunghyun and I'm going to talk about my essay topic. I'm working on a project about developing a PM filter using the weakening of the Karman effect of Daffodil Stem. Our topic is quite complicated, so let me introduce it easily for you. So, you may be curious why we use Daffodil Stem in PM filter. Unlike the others, we are interested in its stem, not the flower. Because of the daffodil stem, it has a unique structure that can reduce air resistance. When we express it as an academic word, we can say that it weakens the Karman effect. Like I just said, the Karman effect incompletely separates the fluids around the round object, so it creates a vortex. The picture in the upper left corner is a visualization of a vortex that appears behind the cylinder. So we can understand why we use daffodil stem and how it will work. However, is there any advantages of the PM filter by reducing air resistance? The filter and air resistance seem to be irrelevant, but when we think of a special situation like a ventilation system or exhaust system, it can be very useful. For example, we often tell babies and children not to go behind the vacuum cleaner because of the fine dust that has not been filtered. When we put more filters to prevent the dust, the vacuum cleaner will lose its suction power. Also, let's think about the kitchen hood. The air and dust should be filtered as soon as possible, but CO2 and other fine dust will be released without any restriction because air should be rotating quickly, but when there are filters that maintain its circulation, this can be prevented. This is the real reason why we use daffodil stem in PM filter. We now have a filter structure, but how do we get rid of the dust? The answer is a substance called photocatalyst. Photocatalyst promotes the reaction of vapor in the air and positive Hall. And as a result of this reaction, hydroxy radical is produced. Hydroxy radicals are very capable of oxidizing powerful organic materials, so they break down odorous substance, viruses, bacteria in the air. According to Professor Jeon's paper, the daffodil are shaped as ellipse rotates at a constant speed. The expression on the right is the mathematization of a daffodil stem. According them, the Karman effect is most weakened when the long axis and the short axis ratio of the ellipse are 2 to 3 and 3.5 in height. So, this is our basic unit of daffodil stem filter we designed. Now we had a problem. In order to achieve a similar effect compared with the real daffodil stems, the filter had to look as similar to the daffodil stem as possible. So first, we had to find out the minimum output unit of the 3D printer. We tried a lot of sizes starting with 1 millimeter of the major axis. Like in picture from picture of the major axis was printed perfectly. However, 2 millimeter and 4 millimeter of the major axis filter's last part was incompletely printed. And to act like a real daffodil stem, the filter had to spin while air is passing right next to it. So we thought about two alternatives. The first one is to attach the cylinder and both sides as a rotary axis. The second one is to make a small holes on the middle of the filter and penetrate the thread to the hole. And we tried both two filters, and we found out that the second alternative to drilling the hole is better than the first one. The filter in the first case did not spin naturally, because the size of the filter was too small to print it. So we finally made a filter that acts like a real daffodil stem. Thank you.